South Korea's cruise sector was one of the hardest hit industries when China slapped a blanket ban on group tours to South Korea in protest over the deployment of a U.S. defense system. But Seoul has been formulating measures to lessen the country's dependency on Chinese visitors. And as our Lee Jiwon tells us, those efforts are starting to bear fruit.
A cruise carrying some 2,500 tourists arrived in Korea's southern port city of Busan early Tuesday morning. Having departed from Taiwan on Sunday, Sapphire Princess made a one-day stop in Korea as part of a 7-day trip around East Asia. Unlike last year, when there was only one cruise coming from Taiwan, Tuesday's trip is the fourth time that a cruise from Taiwan has docked at the port city this year, carrying some 9,500 tourists to Busan. The majority of Korea's cruise tourists used to come from China, which accounted for over 90% of the nearly 2 million cruise tourists visiting Korea last year. But with Beijing banning group tours to Korea in March in retaliation for Seoul's deployment of the THAAD missile defense system, Korea's cruise industry has been hard hit, seeing a more than 90% on-year fall in cruise tourists in May and June. Since the ban, Korea's tourism industry, including Busan Port Authority, has been active in trying to diversify its tourists, and Taiwan is one promising market. Port authorities expect the number of Taiwanese cruise tourists to jump from 250,000 last year to well over 300,000 this year. With limited time to explore the city, many cruise tourists opt for a one-day tour to see Busan's famous sights.
One of the stops on the tour is the Beef Square. Every year, the city hosts the world-renowned Busan International Film Festival, and in this area, tourists can enjoy the history of Korean films while tucking into some local street foods.
From spicy rice cakes to Busan's famous sweet pancakes hottog, there's plenty of Korean snacks to taste. And on the streets are handprints of famous movie directors and stars, as well as posters of some of the country's most well-known movies.
This fish cake is very tasty. It's my first time I've been to Busan. The food is great and this place is really exciting.
Port authorities say they are working on diverse tour packages that can attract more tourists from other countries next year.
Our promotion activities focused mainly on Taiwan this year, but we will expand our marketing into other Southeast Asian countries such as Hong Kong, Indonesia, and Malaysia to share Korea's beautiful traditions.
이지원, 아리랑 뉴스, 부산.